I'm Scott Bullard. I'm the Emergency Management Coordinator with the Fayetteville Fire Emergency Management Department, and I cover both the fire department and the city at large. Yeah, one of the most important things that anybody can do as far as a family or even the workplace is have a plan, an emergency plan, and that involves being able to contact your loved ones or contact other family members, having an idea of where you might go. If you can't go home, will you go with loved ones somewhere close by, or will you go far away? One of the things that will invariably happen is we will have an event that doesn't have a lot of warning. With a hurricane or a tropical storm, we've got several days' notice, so there shouldn't be a lot of guesswork or delay as far as having the kit and knowing when to put it into place. Probably the winter is a better example sometimes when we have an ice storm that turns out to be worse than what was expected. Or at any time of the year that we're prone to rain, we have some flash flood spots around town, and the longer people live here, the more they know of those spots, and you can get into a lot of trouble there. Real short fuse with running into deep water, having something flood out, even the worst case, having a home flood and having to move out. A lot of people will take a large plastic bin or a very sturdy bag, and they'll put items in it that they might need, such as medications, flashlights, battery-operated radios. A change of clothes is really smart, especially in the colder weather. But in the summer weather, because your clothes can get wet and saturated, towels, a blanket, a pillow. And of course now we're starting to exceed our space, especially when we get to having drinking water, which we recommend a gallon per person per day. So everything may not fit exactly in this bin or this box. However, if you work around the larger items and have shelf space for them or some designated space, the smaller things will fit in there, like canned food with a can opener, something that's not perishable, real shelf stable that you don't have to worry about the temperatures. Granola bars work, anything that's in a wrapper that doesn't need to be heated. With children, we ask you find puzzles, games, coloring books with crayons, so that they have something to pass the time with and take their mind off what might be actually going on at the moment. So if you have pets in the house, you need to look at what their needs are, be they food, water, what have you. They need some set aside for them, especially if you have to leave. It's good to practice with a kit even in those spur-of-the-moment summer thunderstorms, even though technically we're not activating the kit. But get it out, take the lid off, look at what's in it, make sure that everything's still in date. It's kind of a good practice posture for when you really do need it. The whole point of the kit is it being portable, so you can throw it in the car and leave. We need to have an assembly point outside our homes, and we really push that message a lot of times with fire drills in the home. But the same thing goes with a disaster. The children also need to know if it's safe or not to go to a neighbor's home or a meeting point within the neighborhood itself if they get separated. It's always prudent to reach out to a public safety official, especially for younger children, anyone with a badge, especially the police and fire and EMS can help match them up. For larger disaster areas, the Red Cross has a website and a process for helping you locate loved ones that might be in an area maybe further away than out of state or out of town, for that matter. But that harkens back to the communications plan that needs to be in place, and some sort of agreed upon number or system, be it text messaging or actually placing a phone call to let our people know they're all right. Kind of the launch point for really getting involved is start with FEMA.gov. On their website, they have a lot of home preparedness sorts of things, checklists and that type of thing that we can start off with. And then locally, if they would contact our office or the county emergency management office, we want to get you enrolled in our notification system, which is called Code Red. That way you get messages that are tailored to your zip code and location, so that you know exactly what's going on and that it's relevant, pertinent, and timely for your needs. Even though there are a lot of other products out there that are offered, we want to pinpoint it to your exact needs. And there are all sorts of training and things that they can get involved in. Community emergency response training is one such program, and there are classes coming up that we can put them in touch with.